You could even see where he was taking his lead over to first base. The difference in that dirt over there as he tried to get some traction.
Yeah, you got a lot of footprints on the field now that belong to Meckler as Neto bats here with 2 outs. Lifting one towards shallow right field. Smith coming in for it. He won't get there. Base hit. Zach Neto has an RBI once again from the cleanup spot. Wade Meckler scores. The Angels have a 1-0 lead.
55th RBI. Neto just punched that ball. Not major exit velocity, but contact. A little Sammy Hagar not driving 55 with 55 RBIs.
Shonowell robbed of an RBI there. Would have driven in a run. Neto lines one through. That's a base hit. Scoring is Frazier. Meckler holds at third. It's the second RBI for Neto tonight and a 6-2 Angel lead.
That's 3 well-hit baseballs today already for Neto. The last time up hit a rocket right to Altuve made a play. That was 104.6. Magneto is back. That's the way you get it going. Threw him a fastball upstairs. Not a good thing to do against Neto. That was a rocket through the infield. Might be it.
And he said he thinks for himself if he really put in the focus and the time, he could be a batting title winner. He can compete in that aspect, but it's a lot of work. He also said it's legitimately something that's been floating in his mind ever since Brady Anderson was talking to him about it. But ever since he took a step back and focused on hitting line drives, he said we've been winning more games, and he didn't want to say it's because of him, but it's certainly been helping the team. Gooby, I know you've been talking about that a lot the last month or so.
Yeah, Eric, you know, the bottom line is everyone thinks because he's big and strong like that, maybe more home runs, but he is a line drive contact hitter. That's how you win batting titles. That's how the Wade Boggs and Ichiro and those guys win batting titles.
This ball is hit out toward left center. It's deep and it is gone. Zach Neto absolutely rips one. A 3-run homer. Neto has driven in 5 tonight, and it's been all halos here in Houston.
He's been Magneto all night long. Took a real good play by Altuve on a rocket to second base to keep him from having a perfect night. That was 107.6 off the bat. That's way out there in center field. 428. He's back. 21st home run of the season. That's a you know, he's hitting a couple fastballs up today. That's back-to-back elevated fastballs.
Actually have won the season series here. Remember, the Angels and Astros split the first 4 games of the season in this ballpark. So the Angels will have a winning record here at Daikin Park for the year, provided that they get 9 more outs.
See the bullpen's activated for the Halos down there. What a nice job, though, by Grayson Rodriguez tonight.
Blake Wyman throwing now. Yeah, Rodriguez really settled in after that bumpy first inning. Had some control issues against the first few batters, but recovered incredibly well after that. Made it through 6.
Very efficient innings, too. 6 punch outs. No earned runs, a couple walks.
Just his second time getting through 6 innings this year.
Seeing 86 pitches, 65 strikes, considered 8 of the first 9 out of the zone.
That's really an incredible percentage that he ended up with down the stretch in this game. After those first 9 pitches, he threw 83% strikes.
Doesn't have that look as if he's done yet, though. He's still moving around. If he wants to stay in the game, who's going to tell him no? I say, yep, by all means, go ahead.
It's been a nice homecoming for Grayson Rodriguez today. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Zach Neto. As he takes a pitch in the dirt. Neto's had a 5 RBI day, 3 hits, including a 3-run homer. All 3 of his hits have driven in runs. He's never had a 4-hit game in his career. Getting RBI chances in the cleanup spot, and he has started to drive in those runs. He's had 11 RBIs while batting 4th in 10 games over the last couple of weeks, largely in that spot.
His hands look really quick here today. Really quick. 428. It's a blast out. He's crushed 2 fastballs back-to-back at bats.
Two balls, 2 strikes here on Neto. He lofts this one toward left center field. This one headed for the gap. Long run. Varsho. He can't get it. It's up against the wall. It scores Siri. It scores Trout. And Zach Neto has driven in 7 tonight.
7th heaven. Zach Neto.
First time.
Hits and RBI. Wow. That was a slider, too. So maybe I'll get one more at bat. I'm going to hit for the cycle.
Needs a triple now. 4 hits and 7 runs batted in. Both first times for Neto in his career. He has opened things up here tonight. The Angels have a 17 and now 18 runs as Zach Neto makes it 18 hits.
Jeez.
That's 5 hits in the game for Neto to go with his 7 RBIs.
Last person to have 7 RBIs a game was number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, you know, there's a chance now for the Angels to win by 17. If Neto can come around. Moises Ballesteros will bat against Lamont Wade. Zach Neto, for the first time in his career, getting 4 hits, let alone 5, which is what he ended up with, knocking in 7 runs and a long 3-run homer, part of it.
Just a tremendous effort. His swing was so solid throughout the game. How quick his hands were. Really good to see that. How quick those were. That's 428. Central. A lot of great swings. 18 runs against the Astros.
Angels had 22 at bats with men in scoring position tonight. They were 9 for 22. Driving in those runs. Neto had 7 RBIs in the cleanup spot. Now has had 13 runs batted in over his 10 games there. Astros are just 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position tonight. It was all Angels here at Daikin Park tonight. Zach Neto, our Toyota player of the game with Erica Weston.
Zach, 5 hits tonight, 7 RBIs. You are the first Angel to have 7 RBIs in a game since Shohei back in 2022. How would you describe the way you were feeling in the box tonight?
I felt good. Seeing the ball well. You know, my teammates put me in a really good spot to hit. You know, if it wasn't for Mac, unfortunately he wore a ball off the head, but if it wasn't for him getting on and Nolan being at a double play, you know, that inning would have not kept going. And, you know, it's just the small things that matter. And, you know, we're making sure we're putting a big emphasis on it to finish the year.
Yeah, your teammates giving you chances to drive in runs. It's now 13 RBIs in 10 games batting cleanup. You feeling at home in that spot?
Yeah, I mean, I batted there in college. You know, I give a lot of thanks to Call of Duty. You know, it's helped me kind of calm down a little bit, and you know, just a piece outside of this. You know, just good or bad day. You know, I go to the hotel or home and play some Call of Duty and just, you know, get my mind on something else.
Well, this is the first time you guys have won a series on the road since the end of May back in Detroit. I know the season hasn't gone the way that you guys would have wanted, but to do it in this fashion, in this ballpark against that team must mean something to you.
Yeah, for sure. Always taking it serious. I'm an in division, you know, opponent, and especially a team that's in the playoffs. You know, we look at it as like if we're not in it, then we got to beat people so they can't be in it. And who other than the Astros? You know, like I said, in division team, and you know, it's a really good ball club over there. And you know, we just stuck to our guns, and bullpen had a really good series, and we just situational hitting, that was key.
Playing spoilers. Thanks for the time. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Well, the Astro lead in the division now, just 1 game over the Rangers, who the Angels will play next. Zach Neto drove in 7 tonight, had 5 hits, and Grayson Rodriguez 7 solid innings on the mound for the win. Angels get their biggest win ever against the Astros, 18-3, and we'll be back to wrap it up.